Mofo23Z here, PS4 collection guide to all the intel in Kips Bay. As you can see, there's quite a bit. I feel that the safe house here in this district was a little more convenient in travels to go ahead and collect this incident report as the very first one. And then I'll work through and collect the ones that I encounter closest in series the whole way through the district, all the way until I get to the last one. So I'll start with this one and continue watching. Thanks.
Sick of the fucking whiners.
You know, there's one more thing I should have probably added in my earlier videos. As you're doing these and running through and collecting, it gets kind of dull, of course, just running around and picking all this stuff up. Although the storyline is pretty intriguing, one thing you can go for is a trophy. There is a trophy that will be nice to go ahead and obtain, and it is titled, I'll tell you here in a second. I know you guys can't see it, but it is titled Activate any of the signature skills 100 times. So it doesn't matter which signature skill you have, but it's L1 and R1 to go ahead and activate it. The trophy is called those signature moves. So what I've been doing is, as I've been running around through here, just simply go ahead and hit L1 and R1 randomly as it spawns up. Just go ahead and use it, and that'll also save you on having to farm that later. So as you're farming all the intel, just go ahead and utilize this time productively. So as that may regenerate right there in the middle, go ahead and just depress it as needed. Thanks.
I don't want anybody shooting at me if I can help it. Don't be taking unnecessary risks.
Won't be long now.
What the fuck is this green poison shit?
Smallpox, brother. Disease fucking died out, man, decades ago. Then some terrorists put it on money just in time for Christmas. You gotta admire that creativity, man.
Who the hell would even do something like that?
Well, if they hadn't, you'd still be jacking off in your cell, wouldn't you?
Might have been better off.
And then what? What kind of prospects did you have? A low-paying shit job with a parole officer on your ass once a week? Selling goods until someone tries to jump you? Eventually, you'll be back inside. You know I'm right.
Yeah, I know it.
Green poison is an opportunity, man. We rising up.
Then people started dying. For real dying. Not just old folks and kids. People were dropping dead in the streets. People dying in their apartments and nobody would find them for days. The hospitals, they were turning people away because they had nothing left. But that was okay, because Sarah had those mass treatment centers and they were going to be it. By that point, the cat was out of the bag on the smallpox thing. But we still had hope, you know? Sarah was going to beat this thing, and then we were all going to go home. Meanwhile, the city was falling to shit around us.
Cry all you want. Bingo!
When did I get to Manhattan? Early days. Right after the outbreak. They mobilized us on the 7th, had us in transports to the city on the 8th. Quarantine was already coming down. It was weird as hell to be traffic going into Manhattan and not see anything coming out. People hadn't started dying yet, but already things were pretty shaky. Half the city was sick, and the other half didn't go to work because they were afraid of getting sick.
Find smokes in the van. Ready to run.
Understood. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I was in the dark zone when we pulled out. Yeah, I'm okay to talk about it. My name? Specialist Robert Armitage Jr. Army National Guard, New York. 42nd Infantry Division. Yes, ma'am, it's a mouthful. Electronics engineer. Wife and 2 kids in Utica. Mobilized mid-December after the governor declared a state of emergency. We knew there was an outbreak. We didn't know of what. No, ma'am. My experience, they don't tell you those things unless they're relevant. And it wasn't. Not yet. Well, you join up, you pretty much give them leave to do whatever they want to you.
What happened next? You know what happened next. The Joint Task Force tried to hold things together. But really, what were they gonna do? Cops and firefighters and weekend warriors? The city was falling apart. Too many people were sick. Too many jobs weren't getting done. And then they lost control of those Sarah facilities and had to wall them off. It was just too much. Me? I got out before they shut the doors to the dark zone. And now all I want is to go home. You're gonna let me go, right? You said you were gonna let me go.
Active echo beacon detected.
It's so quiet. What is everyone waiting for?
I can't see anything. Are those SWAT?
Fascist motherfuckers!
Hey! Watch it! Hey!
Our initial orders were to liaise with Sarah and provide support. Build aid stations and help them set up those field hospitals. City policing we left to the civil authorities. So they could see we were getting stretched pretty thin. But we built structures. We safeguarded supply drops, we handed out blankets and water bottles, and we held the line on the quarantine. Nobody was getting off the island. Not if we could help it. Had to shoot a few people who tried. I'm not proud of that.
Lieutenant Colonel Bliss, sir. First, let me apologize for the previous effort we sent you. That was the work of a junior associate who has, of course, since been let go. Well, we've assigned all of our senior staff to your project, and I think you'll be very pleased with the revisions. It's a very simple concept. Just you, talking about your service and the idea of loyalty and duty. And I think we can bring it in at well under your budget, so call me back and let me know.
Planning on having a sweet old time.
You're one dead thing.
I'm thinking the ones we really gotta worry about are the cons. They know how to fight. Nah, it's those cleaners, man. The guys with the flamethrowers. They got discipline. They don't have range. Rikers, they've got some sort of arms pipeline in place. They've got sniper rifles. They've got SMGs.
Flamethrowers, man. And those guys are fanatics. They don't run.
Don't have to run if you drop them from half a click away.
I'm not buying it.
But what about the JTF? You think they're gonna be a problem?
GTF? Are they still even in Manhattan?
Can't even fight fair. His favorite target.
We're up against the PMC. We need to protect this block from these scavengers.
Shit, we've got cleaners.
We were doing just fine out there.
That's when it all turned into alphabet soup. First, Sarah rolled into town, thinking they got this under control. Catastrophic Emergency Response Agency. More like, can't even run anything. They started setting up these mass treatment facilities in Midtown, which took a load off us, but didn't do much else. On the 11th, people started dying. By the 13th, the morgues were full. And on the 14th, we had to start turning people away.
Readings indicate an echo nearby. Active echo beacon detected.
go do a little recon down that way. Hey, fuck you guys. We're just looking out for ourselves.
We're operating under Directive 51 and are fully authorized to put a bullet in your head if we feel the need. Go back to your homes.
Thank you. Thank you
You
so
don't
much.
want to be people
I thought I
we're
was
forced
dead.
to fire on.
We've got reports of some of those escaped prisoners from Rikers. Let's go over there and intercept.
Good to see you.
Please, you gotta help me. My son, he's sick. He needs help. Back at the apartment. I didn't want to leave him alone, but... Movement! I've got movement!
The 8th was when somebody finally said smallpox. Word came down that we were supposed to inoculate healthy patients with smallpox vaccine, even though our supplies were old and nobody knew if it would even work. The thing was, it didn't. People kept getting sick and coming in. We didn't have the room. We did what we could to make people comfortable, but we just couldn't stop it. We couldn't even slow it down.
Mr. Tran, this is Charles Bliss calling. I just wanted to let you know that I got your message and I looked at your storyboard, and that your ad is the biggest piece of crap I've ever seen. And that includes the time I got trapped marching behind 16 elephants in a parade. You show no understanding of what my company is, what my people do, or what sort of high-character individuals we're looking to recruit. So, you have 1 week to do better, or I'll fire you and we'll do better. Do I make myself understood? Bliss out.
Did you hear about Reggie?
What about him?
He got arrested again. He's back in Rikers for the 3rd time.
You're kidding. What'd he do?
So that's the best part. He was out on parole, right? And for some stupid reason, decides to pick up work not 2 days after getting out. Picks up a gun and a package and moves to live in a restaurant downtown.
All right.
But he'd had too much orange juice or something, so he desperately has to take a piss. So he walks into the restroom, and what does he see?
What?
3 police officers standing and turning right as he enters the room.
Did he walk back out?
No, not Reggie. He steps right in, up to the urinal, and zips up. Cop still watching. Then, without missing a beat, the gun and the package fall out right into the urinal.
And the cops see everything?
The cops see everything, and Reggie's cuffed faster than he can finish.
Wow. Classic Reggie. Wow.
It was hell, you know? But we couldn't do anything for them. We were out of beds, we were out of medicine, the staff were starting to come down with it. It was a nightmare. By the 17th, they shut us down. Too much risk of infection, they said. More like they wanted to concentrate all the patients in those Sarah Field hospitals. Maybe keep it away from the rest of the city.
Give me the food, now!
Hey, what the hell you think you're doing?
Get him!
Oh yeah, you better run, huh?